Hello, Conanites. Today I'm going to be describing, well, rather reviewing my new world record, a 23:52. So, right now I'm currently under a blanket in my bedroom. It's 10:20 p.m. and you could say that I'm under the blanket for audio purposes. But honestly, I'm just trying to feel a little bit cozy tonight, so that's why I'm in this setup. Anyways, if you don't know anything about the run, Conan the Mighty Pig is a collectathon where you are a pig who has to get truffles. And you'll see wolves can steal truffles, you'll see you deposit truffles at barrels, and you'll see there's little nice portals which we won't be using, because the L key unlocks all the fast travels to all the maps. So we'll be using that so we don't have to walk between the maps to get to our next levels. We start off in a map chalk cliff. There's sort of a reason for starting here. Basically, as you collect more and more truffles, of which there are 345, you get longer power-up durations, and certain levels need to have longer power-up durations. Chalk Cliffs is one of those levels where it only really saves maybe half a second, and you can see actually where it matters coming up. If you have full power-up duration, you don't need to pick up that chili that I just picked up. But for the sake of a full run where almost every level benefits from having increased power-up duration, I chose to put this one first because that's really nothing. I mean, you know, tasks, okay, might not go for that chili there, but it's certainly not going to matter. There's definitely more user error than there is routing error in this case. So that's why we're starting off here. Now you've probably noticed that I'm jumping and sticking to ceilings and doing all sorts of strange things. And you'll see even more strange things coming up in this level. But pretty much ducking in this game is coded a little bit poorly. We can say that. Crouching basically pushes you up. So if you crouch and uncrouch extremely fast, which we do with a macro, then you do these super jumps, which allow you to gain a lot of height and make it so going vertically is more efficient than going horizontally, even when you have speed power-ups. So we'll be sort of routing it based around that. We're going for, truffles. We're trying to go more up and down rather than left to right, because we can go further in a less time by going vertically. So this level is the refuge. Nothing really special about this level, except we'll be doing our first clip of the run. Now clips, well, they're not as easy as they seem. You can see me sticking to the ceiling of, certain things whenever I'm using the macro, and basically we can manipulate the crouch and power-up dismissal, which is something we haven't seen yet, to allow us to go vertically through ceilings. Now, I haven't found any method to crouch very far any other direction, but here we'll go ahead and see. We're going to dismiss this first red pepper, pick up another one which is actually hidden, and then dismiss two other powers, and there we go, we're straight through the ceiling. Incredible stuff. That right there is the boar power-up, which I have not explained. I'll explain maybe when we keep it for more than a few seconds. Well, I guess it would be a good time, because boar power-up does make you faster, so why wouldn't I keep it? Well, you can't crouch with the boar power-up, so it's usually not something we can keep for very long. Now here we are onto Marhan's Grotto, which is a dark level, so that probably means you can't see very much. Sorry. I have some glare on my phone screen right now as I'm recording this. Anyways, what we did there was we picked up a couple truffles, and then we actually teleported back to the map to continue routing it, because why walk all the way back when we can teleport? Of course, the limitations being you reset all the power-ups you have, but in that case we didn't have any useful power-ups, so I'm just going to do a little reset. And now here we're going to do another clip. If you didn't see it well before, we're stuck to the ceiling, boom, dismiss, dismiss, and we're up through. So there's a formula to it. If you're just up to a ceiling and you're standing, then it's like the thickness of the wall -1. So, well, sort of. There's never a one thick wall in the game, only 2 thick, but a 2 thick wall will take 2 power-ups, and a 3 thick wall will take 3 power-ups. So I guess I actually got the formula wrong there. That's irrelevant. Anyways, but if you are crouched before you do the clip, it takes an extra power-up. So because you have to be standing to perform the clip, you can't be standing while you're crouching, so you have to actually start it by dismissing a power-up and then doing it like normal, which is, it definitely is limiting at some points, but overall it's doesn't get ran into very much. About to finish this level. Wow, we're ahead 4 seconds. Guys, we might be on world record pace here. This is a voiceover, by the way. I already know what happened. Sorry to, break your hearts. I know people really love content where the narrator is actively engaged. Maybe I should say something. So, got the green bean there. Nice, good double truffle. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just gonna try and run through the overview of the run. So, this level is actually one of the longest. It's only like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but it is the 3rd longest level. Of course, we can't have it so nice. The 2 longest levels are much longer than this one, which would be Precipice and Heart of the Forest. Heart of the Forest we can see is up next in our sort of overview. And we're actually almost getting to the point where we're going to... Oh, wow, look at that beautiful clip. Wow, nice. We're sneaking past this wolf here so he doesn't steal our truffles. Indeed, not seeming like a very fast method, but all I've got right now. This level will be one of the first to get a reroute. So, yeah, we're getting almost to the point where we're going to save the farm. Again, I said earlier that you increase power-up duration the more truffles you collect. It goes 150, 250, and then 345. 345 is a sizable amount of power-up increase. Unfortunately, you're already done with the game at that point, so, it's not exactly helpful, but for all of you casual players, I'm sure you will enjoy running through the empty maps with extra power-up duration. I could not think of anything else to add, I guess. So here, you may have noticed me do this in the tutorial if you have a very keen eye. We dismissed the power-up to stand up earlier. As I described, dismissing power-ups makes you stand up while you're crouched. So if you can stand up right when you're coming out of a tunnel, you can walk faster for like a couple frames. It's literally negligible, but I did it for swag, and I probably would not have gotten the world record if I didn't do that. Because I can't think of any reason, but I just have a feeling, Anyways, we can see this big man here. He's pretty cool. He's actually got a truffle on him, which is interesting, and as well as flowers and a barrel on his head. He certainly seems to be balancing that quite well with his giraffe neck. Honestly, would not even be enough to describe that thing. Anyways, we're on to Heart of the Forest. If you notice, we teleported to beach and then teleported here. That's because we wanted to start the level in the bottom left. Yeah, that's all there is to it. There's a chili down here. Of course, you'll see in a moment we're going to do another clip. This is I think this is our biggest clip of the run by by width. It's tied for power-ups. Wow, beautiful stuff. And you can see really how slow crouching is when we get to this. Unfortunately, that's not the longest tunnel in the game. We'll be dealing with more crouching as the run goes on. But this is the second biggest and second longest and second hardest level in the run. 65 truffles, Heart of the Forest. This is the level that you start at. Of course, we don't do this one first because we need power-up duration. And I will definitely be sure to point out the exact point where we do this power-up duration stuff. I'm sure you're all eagerly awaiting. It's not for a while yet, so I'm going to have to come up with something else to say in the meantime. Oh, rats. Got nothing. We got another clip coming up. I guess that's interesting. Alright, I did not actually take a break from commentating, I just fell asleep. We're back though, and here comes the incredible power-up duration trick. You're going to see right when I touch this barrel, the entire screen is going to be covered, but you're still allowed to move. Oh boy. So we're doing this part blind, and... Oh, we made it. Nice. Awesome. And then we dismissed Boar because we can't crouch up there. But if we didn't do power-up duration, firstly, and less importantly, we wouldn't have been able to make it all that way with Boar. But the real important reason is the sunflower. You may have seen the beehives around. We've been doing our best to avoid them. You may have seen them in chalk cliffs as well, but again, mostly kept them from attacking us. But bees don't steal truffles, they actually displace Conan. Not displace, but they push Conan away. And there's certain places that you just can't get to without a... Oh, look at this terrible wolf. Oh my gosh. Anyways, there's certain places you just can't get to without a sunflower, and just the way this route happens to line up, there's a place where your sunflower exactly expires and you have no way to grab another one without going out of the way. So getting power-up duration with a doubled sunflower... Okay, that was poor movement by me. If you want to break the world record, there you go. That's your point to do so. No, but you can see the sunflower, we still have a decent chunk, because clovers double power-up length, which is something that would have been nice to have explained during that brief period of silence that I took earlier. Anyways, the double power-up duration, but past that there's no way to make them last longer, so we did have to go for the farm save additional time, which is a permanent bonus. To be able to get it, and you can see sunflowers just now about to run out. You saw the hive we walked past earlier, hopefully. I'm sort of behind the gameplay with my narration. So much to say, not much time to do it in. That means, I guess, that I'm doing at least somewhat decent at speedrunning. Alright, onwards. So, yeah, we can see a little bit of the sped up movement from Bonin, as we like to call him. We're moving slightly faster. I mean, you know, the game's so zoomed out that you can't really tell, but you can feel it when you're playing, so you'll have to take my word. We're going to go down here, and, oh, look, our chili just about to run out. Good thing we saved the farm. We get chili for the whole run. On to Beach. Now, Beach has a very cool clip in the middle that I'm gonna probably forget to explain, and then try to explain it retroactively. But this is also one of the shortest levels. It is the shortest, but it is not the most truffles per minute or truffles per second. Because mine actually is, and that's the level that's next. Wow, that's shocking. Here you can see a huge triple duck accelerated macro jump right there. And we're getting these truffles. Alright, here comes that clip I was talking about. Everyone, take your pants off. We're going to be picking up those. Nice. Now down here, there's a very specific order that we have to do this in. We dismiss sunflower, re-grab it, and then dismiss the green bean. That way we can walk past that hive while still having a sunflower. Again, that's really incredible stuff. That took me about, I would say, 25 seconds to figure out while I was in game. And I mean, yeah, it saves, well, at least 3 seconds. This route saves about 5 seconds overall. Unfortunately, we have suboptimal execution here. Just overall, not right there in particular. I'm sure you were looking for it. No, we just had sort of, you know, execution of that level. Not terrible though. I mean, hey, we saved 0.4 seconds, but that level can definitely be like under a minute 20, and that's not what we had. So onto mine. It's another dark level. Luckily, you know, while I'm running it, I can see it very well. That's lucky for me, I guess. Anyone watching is sure to click off the video by now, whether it be my horribly sleepy-inducing narration, or the lackluster gameplay. But hey, we've got light again. There is a special power-up that allows you to pick up lights. And ta-da, I guess. So this is the level with the most truffles per minute. I could go into some in-depth trivia about the fact that we actually don't use this level for the barrel warp category, but that would require a very in-depth understanding of the game, and that is an understanding which even I myself am not willing to explain. Here we go, we get to go through this wonky-ass smiley face. And, boom, truffles, nice. Wow, okay. So we're gonna get our next cutscene, actually, for saving the farm right here, but we don't give a shit, so we're going to go to precipice. I don't know why I started swearing. I apologize to everyone who thought this was more of a PG-13 sort of a let's play, but it's not. I'm vulgar, definitely. Yeah, foul-mouthed and fucking ignorant. So, we're in precipice. Biggest level, longest level, hardest level. Why do we have to save it for the end? Power up duration, of course. We just saved the farm. That means we have 50% extra time. And that 50% extra time is not going to go to waste. It even starts right here. Now, there is a lot of rules about the precipice, okay? The precipice is like a very bad board game that no one really likes playing. Precipice has 85 truffles, but if you ask anyone who hasn't done their research about this game, they would say 84. And it's not because they can't count. It's because if you leave the level at any point, one of the truffles disappears, or rather goes incredibly far off the map, out of bounds. So that's the exact reason anyone who's really smart would have picked up on it. I sound like a bad math teacher. Why I went all the way in there, deposited all my truffles, but didn't just take the portal to teleport back out, is because if I did, a truffle would disappear. So we had to waste that, like, what is it? I don't know, 12 to 15 seconds walking back out, because if we leave the map, we're going to lose a truffle, and we can't do that when we're trying to collect all of them. So, we do make the best of it, though. As you can see, we've got 3 power-ups right now. And we're going to clip up over here. Nice. To do some excellent truffle collecting. You know, the lines we're taking, we're definitely minimizing the, you know, what's the algorithm? Traveling salesman. Yes, we're approaching the traveling salesman algorithm. Certainly. Alright, here we can finally pick up a chili. Would have been nice to have one of those a while ago, but We can complain as much as we want, but some things won't change. This game hasn't been updated in 10 years. And in fact, it was added to Steam in 2016, but it was actually an older version of the game compared to the Flash version. So, could be more than 10. And funnily enough, this is the version that has the cheat code when you press L to unlock all the maps. So, I guess we're glad. We still use the Flash version, of course, to experiment and to make custom levels. Don't go looking for any because we have been wildly unsuccessful thus far, but we're working on it. What can I say? Game gets boring after a while. Gotta start adding your own spice. Oh, nice. Wow, beautiful movement, other than that bad movement. So, what do you guys think? It says current pace, 23:57. Are we gonna beat it? I don't know. I shouldn't have spoiled it at the start of the run. Could have really kept you guys on the edge of your seats. But hopefully you're not on the edge of your seat yet, because we still have 3 grueling minutes of precipice action to get through. And if you're on the edge of your seat for that long, you will probably fall off. Now, of course, coming up, I did say this was the hardest level. Right now, you're probably thinking, I'm not so sure about that. Believe me, it is. Believe me. I don't even need to explain it. No, I do, but I need to wait a little bit because it's not quite coming up yet. So, we're going to do the most clipping, the most dipping, the most flipping, the most whipping at right here at the end of the run. As you can see, we've got 4 power-ups: clover, garlic, green bean, chili bean, and we're going to be using all of them for a dastardly clip. It's coming up, I promise. We just have to get, yep. Perfect, okay. Here it comes. Right here. Just as the garlic timer is running out. Boom, boom, we're up. But wait, we're not done yet. We're doing a delayed power-up or refresh clip, I guess is the name now, where we're gonna stand up and then re-eat the power-up that we just ate to allow ourselves to clip up there as well. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. And then, oh, a bat. And here's the final bat of the run. It's, oh my god, look at how tight that is. I mean, you can imagine. My heart was truly racing, and unfortunately, I'm not joking, it really was. But it's not done yet. This is the gauntlet of Conan the Mighty Pig speedrunning. We had the clip, we had the bat dodging, and we have the final clip. Oh my goodness. Just 2 truffles left. 1 truffle. No truffles, and the barrel, and oh my goodness. A 23:52. Alright, well,